Good morning. I would like to chat with you for a couple minutes about how to manage your isagenix back office or your products and find some ways to possibly help out some other people. The simplest way to get here is just go to isagenix.com. You'll see this pop up. Most of us, this kind of shows the different countries that we're in, and most of us are in the United States. We'll click up here to associate to log in. You can either use your ID number or your username. Most people's are just first name and last name, and then your password. There's a couple different options. When we get to this screen, we can manage auto ship, which we'll look at that briefly. A free tip. This is my wife's her account. She actually has some of the face creams coming up next on her order that will go through on February 22nd. If you'll notice, we have this adjusted to every 29 days. We want it less than 30. That way that basically if you're looking to ever earn money with isagenix, you want to get paid with your off of your own product orders. So anyways, we always want the BB over 129 days or less. A lot of people put 28 days. That way they know it's on the first Monday or the first Thursday of the month, the last Wednesday, whatever you choose, because it is your account. That way that you know when your products are coming. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to act like we're just placing an extra order. We're here in the United States. Just a second, baby. Here, this is where we can kind of go through and order kind of what we need. Some of the stuff that we keep around the house. Ooh, these are actually back to purchase. They have been sold out. My wife takes the women's complete essentials with isagenesis daily. My new favorite shake is the Isoline Pro. But under weight loss things, a lot of people start with the 30-day system. People typically don't order the 30-day system after their first time. Some people will, but they'll look through their pantry and decide, do we need extra Isoline shakes, extra Cleanse for Life, things like that. Personally for us, we go through a ton of these Isoline bars and the dairy-free bars. My son every day is going to take an Isoline bar for lunch along with the Slim Cakes. If you haven't seen the Slim Cakes, they're pretty groovy. They're basically like an oatmeal cream pie minus the cream, but pretty good. Like I said, if it passed the 9-year-old kid test and the shakes passed the 4-year-old kid test, then they're pretty good. But anyways, just kind of some other stuff. Under the energy solution, we have our isagenix coffee and, of course, the Ionic Supreme. That's that stress reduction stuff that's amazing. Performance solution, these are for our athletes. Tons of stuff here for to keep those athletes kind of working at their optimal level. And I'll show you kind of on each little page. When you go there, click on marketing materials, and there's tons of information. Like I said, each product will have their own information. And for example, this gives a kind of an overall product line. Things that we use all the time. I use this. It's kind of some heart healthy type stuff. And the kids go through the Amped Hydrate. This is basically like a healthy Gatorade. But anyways, that's just some stuff that kind of shows the product materials, where if you don't have a question, or if you have a question and you're not sure where to look, usually on the product information, there's lots of stuff. And then we'll have some cool infographics also that kind of shows you basically how to keep it really simple. That's the key to any system, is we want to save you some time, energy, and money. That's what system stands for. So things like this, if you're are you an endurance athlete, just to kind of stay active every day, this kind of gives you an idea of how to pace your products, when you should take them, and what all would be good for you. But back to what we were looking at as far as for products, some other cool stuff over here for the daily solutions. Currently, I've got a little elbow issue going on, so this pain relief system is amazing. And each night before bed, we take a couple squirts of this sleep and renewal system. We bought a super expensive mattress recently, and my sleep wasn't great until I started hitting up this little $13 for some sleep spray. And of course, we have our healthy aging solutions. These are things that everybody needs once you're over 18. We're not getting any younger each day. We actually get a little bit older, but the isagenix is some kind of amazing stuff. But I don't want to turn this into a commercial. I just want to kind of show you some of the different stuff that we have. We always want to order wholesale. That's a little bit cheaper than ordering retail, and your $29 membership gives you those wholesale prices. So like I said, make sure we're ordering wholesale. Make sure that when we are placing an order, that we are focusing on having this 29 days, 28 days, something like that, and that your BV is over 100. And if just in case you're not sure why that's important, this is just kind of an example of, like I said, this is my wife's account. She doesn't earn any money. She's just kind of product user. But because she orders over 100 BV every month, and it adds up, so she has this volume here of 344,000 points, basically, which is the equivalent of, I don't know, like $20,000 sitting in an account waiting for when she decides to share with a few people. So, like I said, that's what those points are for. That's why it's important to have this to 28 days or less. And if you have any questions, get back with the associate that shared this with you. Thanks. Have a great day.